They accentuate all your worst features.
Guys, I am just an average guy chasing a big dream to become a stand-up comedian, and I'm documenting every week in my first year of doing stand-up comedy. So this week, right when I got up on stage, I started riffing about an inside joke that had already been building in the room about this drink, Liquid Death.
I feel like I have to put death into my material somehow.
Do it.
Okay, well, we'll make note of it and come back to it. But before that, I want to talk about kids.
Yay!
And the first joke went great. I told a real true story about what a kid called me the first day on the job.
I introduced myself to a group of kids, and one of them, I kid you not, called me Gaylord. I was like, excuse me? I reacted like Charlemagne. And then he was like, Gaylord, that's my last name. I was like, hey buddy, if your last name's Gaylord, how about start with your first name? It wasn't just him. I gave the same advice to his friends, Cox and Pecker.
So it started off really strong. And then from there, I would say it was mixed. Like, for every joke that hit, well, okay, if I'm being honest, most of them didn't hit.
Like, the solutions to their problems are very easy, right? I'm hungry. Boom, there's a snack. I'm thirsty. Boom, water. I got a cut. Boom, cauterize.
In the middle of my set, I had a bit that did way better than expected. People were laughing at my setup.
I did get really tired of their offensive portraits of me. Like, if you've ever been drawn by a kid, it's like being roasted by a cartoonist. They accentuate all your worst features.
Something I'm learning is that the more relatable my material is, the more people laugh. And at first you might think, well, no duh. That's what makes this joke great, is that everyone's been drawn by a kid, looked at it and been like, please tell me I don't look like that.
As if I really look like this!
People really like the direction, but I do need to find a better place to stick the landing.
Why does it look like I swallowed a basketball? That's your huge Adam's apple.
It started really strong, and then it kind of tapered off in the laughter. Maybe that's what I need to start doing, is just start telling setups to jokes. Maybe that's where my strength lies. Not in the punchline, just in the setup. You know that common saying in show business, keep them wanting more? I keep them wanting less. It's kind of my thing. Then for the rest of the set, I tried to pivot into talking about my supervisor.
She was short and tense and inappropriately in love with me.
You know how there's a work husband and work wife? I had a work sugar mama. I didn't give her any sugar.
Right.
But she made her advances really obvious. The laughter along the way here was a lot lighter.
She became my chef, and I became her emergency contact. Honestly, most stable relationship I'd had.
And here I noticed two things. I think that, on the one hand, it was a bit of a sharp pivot because I went from talking about kids to talking about my supervisor. And it felt like there was a lot to set up with just a minute left. I kind of had to rush through things, and I didn't really get to tell the jokes in the way that I want to. But I also just felt like this joke needs work.
The weirdest moment came one day when she crossed the boundary and smacked me square on the butt at work. I was like, hey, you know the rule. After work.
The end of my set was kind of like sitting on a whoopee cushion, you know, because I came out with some really strong energy, like, and then towards the end of the whoopee cushion, it's like, that's how my set ended. Guys, I'm just an average guy chasing a big dream, to become a stand-up comedian. So if you're chasing a dream, you like comedy, or you just want to see me bomb, you sick freaks. So if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. Toodles!